Hello, everyone, anyone, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, the White March Part 1 and 2. I am Ziyal. Well, we find ourselves in the Brackenbury Insane Asylum because we're kind of working on a few things. We're seeing about Helig's research at Mordred's laboratory. We're trying to see if we can find out the whole story behind that sewer incident, and if you want to know why that's the case, that is a good question. Whoa, head warden, what? A well-maintained statue, middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down and blinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by hopeful desperate. Strong warmth emanates from him. You can sense from across the room. There's a human stored within stonework. You feel his tension turn towards you. It's been some time since I watched you grace these halls. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. What is brought to you by Sanitarium? Well, I'm looking for an answer to Mordred. Mordred, of course. You will find him downstairs. First room on the right. Curious about your present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, it was old, and it seemed all wrong to me. I had a lifetime spent in pursuit to discover, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere. Someday. I'd wake up all in the new body, none the wiser, pursue a different course entirely, all the experience wasted. If ever to unearth the principle behind our existence, it would be spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as a part I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, but for one I am grateful. Playing with souls far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in Scarlet efforts here. Now and again our animasters will humor me and consult some problem, but they're a jealous breed and too often afraid to collaborate. Considering yourself, I can tell you that it isn't. Tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium, sir. History lesson, rare pleasure. Most come here concerned about cheating death one way or the other. Old institution as Deerwood goes is 94th year, as with many cities that grow from Defiance Bay, brought with a host of problems. When the worst is born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls come populate the street in droves. That's the sanitarium. Brackenbury was natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes the survival to curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came much as great suspicion and animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost in mishaps, a few careless practitioners. By the time we've forgotten as things are, since we have all been forefront of animancy's resurgence, we have played host to many gifted researchers and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge as we never thought possible. Some of the first safe furnaces were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage, annelage, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you pardon my pride. Today, I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been a push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's more excitable denizens, whose minds are passionate and more thoughtful, I'm afraid. More, that is. People see this, the legacy, and it involves something they don't understand, so it's natural to suspect people understanding sees theirs. Looks to them like we're hiding something. We have a representative in this pile at this very moment defending the entire science of animancy at the hearing before the duck. Absurd it sounds. If it assumes it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. Fear of Veer may be swayed by all this arrest, irrational though it may be. We shall see. Okay, it's been real, yo. Thanks. Alright. Did you guys want to know all that? No? Oh. I'm so sorry then. Take the books. Take the books. Ooh. Why? Because it's a journal. For some reason, I find that interesting. But, point is, let's go downstairs and see what we can do about finding out more when it comes to this particular quest. I don't know. Sometimes this is what happens in Pillars. It's just like any RPG. Sometimes a quest just kind of grabs at you, and you want to know more because you're darn curious. Is the real thing about it. So you pop on in, see this guy's name is Mordred. You see that you can steal from him, and ooh, yeah. But see, this is weird, like how this is highlighted the way it is. But let us see what we can find out, Mordred. Animaster scribbles first in a parchment scroll while his free hand dances through the air, counting on unseen objects. His lips move in silent discourse. As the shadow falls over the scroll, it looks up to you with mingled perplexity and irritation.
Gods keep you.
Can I help you? Forces a polite smile. What are you working on? My area focus is whites, more specifically how to cure them. So why do you study them? What kind of question is that? Just think of all the families that could be healed, lives could be restored. What could be more important? Turns away from you, shakes his head. Animancy has the answer here. I know it. It's simply a matter of working on it. Okay, cool, nice. Good. Nerd looks eager to return to work. Does the name Helig mean anything to you? He starts. Helig. He a colleague of mine. He's primarily a necromancer, but he was involved in animancy too. He worked at the sanitarium for several years. I dare say everyone here has heard of him. He left his post recently. I believe he is seeking new opportunities in the Valiant Republics. The advances are making animancy really quite remarkable. Surely you've heard. Perhaps you haven't. I've heard it. Do you know a Roman named Rona? Rona. No, I don't get out of the sanitarium much. About Helig. CA no longer works here. I've heard it differently. He slides his spectacles down and goes, just what are you insinuating? This is the idea of a joke. I assure you, it is a very poor taste. Okay. Cracker Nexus is seeming nothing. Subtlety is my style. You wouldn't. I suppose not, but I heard a different story from him and intend to get the truth. I've had enough of this baseless... Wait, you spoke of Helig? Helig lives, in a manner of speaking. But that's... If they hadn't figured out how to do it, it would be him, wouldn't it? Very well, yes, I killed him. I killed the beast because nobody else had the spine for it. He was a madman, years of perverse experiments, twisting healthy souls, torturing damaged souls, and for what? He flayed the essence from offended indigents for his amusements. If the public had known half his deeds, he would raise his place to the ground. They'd have. He stabbed his finger in his desk. He used the sanitarium to disguise his own sick proclivities. Fun word to say out loud. He brought shame on all of us with entire discipline and risk. I regret nothing. Anyway, how do you know this whole grisly tale? Yeah. He returned to his source. He wants revenge. No doubt. But now you understand why I killed him. Someone had to. If he sends you, I can only hope I convince you to return and slay him once and for all. You said you stole a grimoire from him. His grimoire? What's that madman been telling you? Give him the key. He said he kept it in the trunk over there. He takes the key with trembling hands. I started into the trunk behind you. You've been misled. There's no grimoire here, and Helig never intended you to find one. The wretched thing has insatiable hunger for blood. Thank you for denying it, and I hope I convince you now to return and slay him once for all. I'll finish him. Good. I'm glad somebody will. But through my work, I wish you well. Interesting. It's in the box, man. Corner of it large with the trunk seems like they could say something important with virtuous size. Nothing grabs your attention. Padlock. Can I still do that? That's funny. You need to find the key. So the idea is that like that is that. Well, I don't know. He seemed more of a monster than this man. Although I am still curious about this.
Good day, stranger.
So you killed him to save your own reputation. Reputation of the whole discipline, rather. You realize the group city looking for an excuse to have us all hanged? I don't see the knowledge we've worked so hard lost for one man's madness. Use the sanitarium guy's zone. Okay, we see this. Hardly brave, stabbing him in the back, sleep. Brave enough for my taste. Heard a rumor he once laid a 50-man squad to rest his own. At least it did something. I see. Alright. Just looking around. Be quick about it. Don't touch anything. It lacks visitor policy, but I don't. Okay. Well, he is also kind of a dick. There is that.
Light, flame, and sound.
Yeah, we can't steal from him without making it perhaps a little more interesting. Well, since we're here, let's see what else is going on. Before we go back to Slaeth. Belisig.
Gods keep you.
Feet crunching in the soft carpet, gestures mumbles to herself, shaking her head and pokes purses. Ikasi, here I am. Looks so hard for answers and research. I do not see the kin standing in front of me. What do I do? What do you do here? According to my research, I study awakenings. Some many pre-awakened souls have been Animance's greatest successes and working on a method to replicate the process of awakened souls. But the truth is, I find few suitable subject here. Wyvern's legacy left plenty of awakened souls, but most are too broken for study. I fear I will not return, waver with nothing to show for my efforts. I've awakened. Yeah, so what's up? Most interesting, but not the kind of awakening I can study, I'm afraid. Someone's awakened soul can be triggered with predictable stimuli. Souls such as those tend to manifest alternate personas in the host. Strange smile. Thank you for the offer. Something else you needed. Tell me more about Animance and Valiant Republics. It's a dynamic perspective field. Even the Bay Reach incident did little to slow it. People Republics are more accepting of risk, less superstitious, ready to try anything that shows promise. It's a shame that so many are hostile towards enemy. It is, such is the way of Deerwood. The people here are fierce about their sovereignty, but they're not so independent from the Aedwin brothers and Gelfandin neighbors. They have nothing to think. They're not too much for mysterious works of gods and fears and advances they need. Alright, but you seemed interesting. That's about all I can say. What's anything cool in here? Yeah, these places look like horror store shows. Oh, can't be opened without the proper key. Hi. Okay, so basically we have to have a reason to get down here. Okay, but we found out a little bit more about what's going on with this. Something in the trunk and the rest of it. I have a feeling we'll find our answers when we go back to the catacombs, which we shall, because I like killing people who make me mad at them, or, you know, necromancers who I can't ever think. I mean, like, yeah, there's the Diablo necromancer, but I like to think in literature and anything. I'd love for an example of a necromancer that, oh no, he was all about for good. You know, that'd actually be a really good book, actually. If anyone could recommend a book like that, I'd be darned interested in its contents. What about talking to this wonderful man?
Hello.
Bald man with crooked nose gestures demonstration over still body of a patient for a small gathering interest in onlookers from the gaze. He pauses in discussion. If you come to sit in, what does he do here? Closest we are to get found in the wilds, we get a number of bioac maimings every year. Survivors dealing with complications with exposure. Fellow here a severe case. His essence and mere whisper what it was. Earlier in my research, only begin to understand how it works, but in time, I hope to find a way to protect people from the storm's effects. Yeah, that's... Alright, that's groovy. I'm tired of this place. Sanitariums make me a little, crazy. No, it's really just the fact that, I thought that there might be something more. I'm doing things a little different than I did things originally. And that's awesome. Because... I wonder, this is one of those times where I think you can actually, like, just click here, but still go back to where you want to go. Yeah. I personally think that we can take on, what's his name, without needing to rest first, but I'll certainly want to rest afterwards. Pillars is, I think it's interesting because I think the story and the world of Pillars of Eternity is definitely one of the more rich that I found recently. I mean, it's, you know, it's got like the whole Baldur's, I mean, it's, you know, it's basically like, hey, did you like Baldur's Gate? Yeah. But you'll think this is radical. And I'm like, oh, whoa, well, yeah, that's cool. Although, to my shame, I have not completed Baldur's Gate. I always like, I'd get Baldur's Gate 2. That's when, you know, because after hearing about it for so long, and, you know, I remember Baldur's Gate being on like 12 different CD-ROMs or something crazy like that, with the Sword Coast included, and all this. Anyway, but point is that I'd always be like, but no, I really want to finish Baldur's Gate 1 before I do Baldur's Gate 2, and so I never really got very far. But, as I mentioned in the originals,
Hello?
there was traps on the way, I forgot. Then the original Sin Let's Play is that I did buy the Advanced Edition Baldur's Gate 2. Might be worth a look, I don't know. Something future, who knows. Alright, this guy's a jerk. These are obviously like revenants and terrible people. And I bet you I can get something for making you dead. Hi. You Found my grimoires. Yeah, I spoke to him. He doesn't, have your grimoire. There's not much fun in a joke if you have to explain it, is there? A few hairs out of his beard. Can't fulfill my need of vengeance, you'll have to serve another purpose. Dryden shovel-tongue darts over his cracked looks. Afraid a fierce hunger is awakening along with me. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Grab him by any means necessary. And... Good. Okay. Let's work our way to see if we can interrupt the rest of his stuff. Whoa! That was fast. Dang. He just annihilated that poor guy. I mean, I don't actually feel that, though. I'm just saying. There you go, everyone's... Wow. People are probably like, you went to a sanitarium and you only did do that? It's like, kinda? Ooh, what are you? Of will, +5. That's it? Brilliant's bloodstone amulet, strange aura about it. As you hold the gem, you think you hear a woman's voice. Well, isn't that interesting? The soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stilgar. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? See, image your mind of a woman with heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowan. Rowana? No, it's Rowan. Ronwa. Correct me in the comments. A vision shifts in the windswept plain next to the lake. 50 men and women marching leathers lay dead, and their bodies contorted into form with some sinister sorcery. One falls among them. Her body collapses next to the young man you saw earlier. She's weak to speak, but her name Dalton appears in her mind. A lone figure strides the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with unnatural light and fix on Ronan. He reaches out to her, and whatever life remained in her body departs. Takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. Final contemplations glare at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. He sent me to find you. Soul pulses with warmth, fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold, crimson wails pressing against you and something lonesome feeding off you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering, the soul inside rising, dissipating among the stars. Alright. Well, we know her wants. You got a fine scepter there, my friend. Which sounds like I'm coming on to you. I like your scepter, baby. Or just make sure it's in there. And let's steal from the sky. Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone steal. Just make sure none of us is trapped first, because this is kind of jerk that has
What's
traps.
This?
Aha! What is it? Indeed. A tarnished locket. Faded portrait of a young nobleman still rests inside. The face is long worn away by time. Interesting. Alright. We have various stuff. And what are you? Potion of deleterious alacrity of motion. Yeah. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? I'll take 2, please. Alright. So, we got the amulet. We've taken care of pretty much what we were planning on taking care of. And we are all set and ready to go back and report our findings to Dalton. So let the super walk go, super walk go, 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 super walk go. And yeah, I am definitely, doing a couple things around Defiance Bay, trying to get a little experience. Although it's, I don't know how much this is going to give, but I don't really care. I'm just, working on it. Because like I said before, I will be working my way towards the White March expansion content. I just want to be at a good level for it. Because once I get there, I don't know if I'm coming back. You know what I mean? So, like coming back until later, that is. And then have content scale up and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's go talk to our good friend. Well, good friend is kind of a strong term. He's just some old man we found inside the street.
Greetings.
Did you find her? Yes. But not as you expected. The old man says to him, "Run away to wear this. Where'd you get it?" From your old averaging Helig, you trapped your soul inside it. Yeah. From Helig, who kept your soul. It's time to set her free. Set her free, man. Dalton's eyes. No, please. After searching for her for so long. Just to have her close to me, to visit her in my dreams, would be enough. I think I'll go for Ziyal. Found you now so you can finally say goodbye. His expression withers. You're right. Please, let me do it. He draws the club with trembling hand and crushed amulets. His gem cracks, you feel essence rush from it. The old man looks at shattered gemstone. Thank you for showing me reason. Perhaps she'll wait for me in the next life. His hand's shaking. By the flame, she won't have to wait long. Please, take this. It's from my old adventure days. Time I finally let it go. Well, hoopa-doo. We got the dial on the beta. Da-da-da-da beta, honey. Whoa, it's a unique club. It is fast. Whoa. Okay, so you are accurate, +4. You have just increased damage against prone, stunned, or flanked enemies. Seems like it might be a better DPS club, but at the same time, it is fast. Which reminds me, I wanted to say, hey, if you're not using a scepter, you're using this. And, I don't know. Maybe, let's see, let's do the merits between that and the flail. 20%, and they see that whole, like, getting a little bit of, like, life back when you hit people. It's a little valuable. I don't know. She's also kind of got her dual-wielding thing going on. Why don't, congratulations. Instead of one of those hatchets, you have yourself one of these. And we'll, call it a day. How about that? Sound good? Sounds good. Alright. Checking out Helig's grimoire. Oh, we know some cool stuff. We already know Fireball. And Draining Touch. He doesn't know Draining Touch. If you erase it from this grimoire, you won't be able to scribe it again. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're adding to it. I'm sorry. Yeah, 300 copper for him to learn it. Boom. Completes that. We have Ray of Fire. I know I didn't take that for a reason. Yeah. Okay. So let's go check out your book, my friend. Well, congratulations. You got a oh crap healing spell added to it. Healing by doing damage, that is. Alright. So, as you can see, you know, some quests, some experience was gained. And we learned some things about ourselves. Now, a lot of people might be wondering why I may not be taking care of that other quest I picked up from the inn, which was just taking care of business with Persnick, which totally sounds like some sort of really awful beverage that, you know, imagine comes from some other country. You know. But is because I'm hoping to have a little bit more of the stronghold taken care of, because I think there might be something I can do extra when it comes to that. And it's kind of one of those optional things, but I wanted to show it off if possible. In fact, that's why I'm coming here, to say, let's take a rest.
Well met, friend.
Yeah, gonna get a room. Show you what I got. Alrighty. Well... What is +1 defense when what? When I guess prone, I guess? I don't know. Screw it. Let's go. Let's just stay here. Resting. But when we wake up, I'm fairly positive it's gonna be like, yo, 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 things are gone. Main keep construction complete. The stronghold. Alright, good for this. So now, even though I'm not there, I could be like, build this. Build this. And the ones that I'm looking to is, yeah. That right there. It doesn't give me a gosh darn thing. It just costs money. But that is something I'm looking for. And that is 2 days time. 2 days time to find out what's going on there. So we're going to search around a little bit more and find out what's going on here. If I seem a bit spent and tired, today was the wrapping up. Let's go check out what these people have got to say for themselves. These dozens who are Animal Stand Expedition Hall. I don't know, I mean, these guys are a little superstitious for my taste, but at the same time, questing is questing. Alright. Feels like the sound is turned down a little bit more than I'm used to. Did I screw something?
Mercenaries.
Nah, I hear.
All fancy weapons and no skill.
Well, she certainly has opinion, doesn't she? Well, you look like you're in charge. Or something's about to happen. Well-groomed man steps in front of the hall with confident swagger. Smoke grin inches his face, flanked by 5 hard-working individuals. Hard-looking. When his commander's eyes you for a moment just before spitting and chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know the Grin's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Yeah, never heard of you. Them. You have now. Stick around to find Spain, you'll lose again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's reason giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Enough jabber, Bryn. You're gonna do a job or talk about it. Wind's right. The coin ain't going to collect itself. See you around, pup. Well, aren't we all high and mighty? What was that? You besmirched my honor,
Don't stand
sir.
on ceremony. State your business.
Alright, well... Tell me about the dozens, and please narrate. Great. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women came forth. Loose association warriors, expeditions of Deerwoods, not as fancy crucible knights, mind you. Please remember our roots. Please remember someone else's roots to pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots. Crucible knights take pride in having won the Deerwoods' freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who protected it. Everyone knows the Saints' War ended when it got hammered toward Waywin at Evan-Dweir Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waywin wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked in Helgot's citadel and faced down a god, held them down to the bomb went off. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but don't need matching armor or silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were. We stand up for people, first line defense, whatever it takes. Got new enemies now. It's not Waywin, it's damn legacy. It's damn soul butchers and Brackenbear make things worse than all of us, possibly causing the whole thing one way or the other. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. What else do you need? Farewell. You're a little, fanatical? Not that that's necessarily a terrible
For
thing.
the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
Nice. I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although, I do have something I need done. Something requires competence. I need done.
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Left more distracted than the crowd with the wrong idea. Why don't you ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Alright, what's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
See what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
Got a word from reliable sources. Benhelm visited a forger and ordered his gifts right after his soul lineage read by a cipher in Durman Row. Should have in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there. Well, drinks on me. Soul lineage read.
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Interesting. Generations of Mastic's traditions are any indication. Penhelm doesn't remember it. Still, pass has gone for something. Alright. Sounds good. Let's call it that. See, it's a little bit of a quest, but see, I'm afraid of working too hard with these gentlemen might close off other avenues, shall we say. And these guys are a little fanatical. They also blew up Adir's god. At least I'm 90% sure of that. Someone's getting confused. Yeah, they blew up his god. Yeah, so anyway, so they're, those kind of people. Sometimes they're fun. Those people are kind of fun to have friends. You need a couple of those at a party, but you don't necessarily want to invite them all around or keep them around all the time. They're good for a laugh once in a while, but I don't know if you necessarily want to be making your bed with them, shall we say. So, with that in mind, was there a reason to go to the dormitory? Nah. Actually, I think it wasn't the records archive was right here, isn't it? Hall Reveal Mysteries. Let's hop out a deer while we're chilling here. That was a bad, kind of weird, not meant to be pun. Yeah, I'm just kind of popping by. Stole some from the hall. How'd they manage to do that? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. No, Scrimmle's looking someone to blame though. Stay clear of her for a few days. Sounds to me like she might have need of some able-bodied homeboys and homegirls. Well, us. I should have stopped using that term. I don't know why. It just got kind of stuck in my darn brain.
All these pages serve no better use than fuel for the fire.
Oh, dear Ann. It's never changed, buddy. Welcome to the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Oh my god. Just got Final Fantasy disease. Oh, okay. Welcome to Browse the Stacks, but mind you keep your voice down. Still temple and all. Grimoire doesn't tolerate disorder. Temple looks like a library. That's because it is. Well, as the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. Its guidance comes from understanding the unknown and protection of hidden knowledge. Hall of Revealed Mysteries is built to celebrate that. To think there's such a place in Deerwood. Incredible. I'd love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets may sit upon these shelves? Fascinating. Isn't it? Temples dedicated to Whale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. Use knowledge to unravel and preserve the mysteries of the world. Anything else? Who's Grimda? Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. Nothing goes on here without her knowing about it. Almost nothing, anyway. You should probably tread lightly around her today. Okay. I didn't really want to... But that seemed good. I don't really want to bother her too bad. Or sometimes it's like, I appreciate they have a story, but I'm not really interested in knowing the entire story of everything that's ever happened to them in their entire lives. Which is what some of these things come down to. Alright.
Hail, traveler.
You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scribers continue their search. When due to give them any excuses. Okay. What are you looking for? Maybe I could find it. Says, yep. I could trust you to bring it back, I suppose. Certainly could do worse than this a lot, anyway. These went off an ancient scroll of Whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling it to remain hidden, a secret of 100 visions. The guards caught one of them, but they were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse on the road to Deerford. Track thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Whale rewards for this seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of Whale. There's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. What else do you need? Well... yeah. Animancer. Oh, wow. Thank you for letting me know. I'll make sure to tuck the tube away from prying eyes, so the name would never set foot in here again. You meant to hear. Positive token of appreciation. Whoops. Well, it's alright. My bad. Is that what we wanted? To see her barred entirely? It seems a fearsome price to pay. Knowledge just dangled out of the reach makes a tempting prize for any soul. Whoops. Well, hey. Ah. Like no more. You know what? Tell me about the scroll. Ask. What's so special about the scroll? Well, it's got a secret. It's told you that. Cheapen it, wouldn't it? It's parable. Kind that nourishes inquisitive mind and poisons the foolish. How should I handle the thieves? However you can. Kill them, rob them, leave them. Makes no difference to me. Consider one of Whale's mysteries. Wow. Okay. She's a jerk. I didn't really mean to get her barred forever from here. But something's telling me that if I were so inclined... Oh, of course you're going to be like that, aren't you? Oh, shoot. Do taxes collected. Who's even living there? That's part of the stronghold as well. So, I'm not entirely sure where that was reported. So basically, we lost a little bit to bandits because we don't have anyone protecting the bloody place. So, anyone's coming in to do that sort of stuff. We can't do any hirelings because we need a barracks, but we're still busy working on the bloody dungeon. One day, 24 hours, because all we did is spend 24 minutes here. So, we have a couple of tasks to go here. This isn't actually... From Scatter Paths is a records archive. This isn't actually what I was searching for. This is the other place. I didn't mean to screw over the other poor person, but hey, we got 200 copper for it, I guess. Feel kind of a bit like a jerk. I don't know, maybe we should not tell her? And who knows, maybe we'll get access to that floor and maybe we'll be able to find it. Of course, it's basically just she said she was going to hide it for like forever, so whoops, that's on me. So we won't have time to fully explore the place, but why don't we check out a new area? What's going on here? The first fires. 15 minutes. I always love that, like when you're inside the town. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's 15 minutes, man. I'll live. Well, look at this guy. Just a car. Already seems a little bit puffed up here, doesn't it? Brackenberry had a bit of a nicer feel to it than this, but I don't know. Noblemen live here. Okay, one, we have a map here. That's the palace. That's the Valiant Embassy. It's Order's Gift. That's the Temple Woodica, and that's Brackenbury, and / here's Crucible Keep. I think maybe the archives might be here.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
Interesting. Cool for right, man. You said you were cool with Magran. So you worship, or say you do. You're not calling her a whore and all this other stuff.
Welcome.
Well-tailored uniform. She watches your comings and goings with quiet attention. And you just shared are just here to see the Ducal Palace. What's the Ducal Palace? See, the government here in Defiance Bay, where Duke Ameth Hadret declared freedom from Endarian rule 150 years ago. Tells a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the Gosphere beats any fine tavern brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. Changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike conversation in taverns try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Look for news. Goes on in there. Where to start? We got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies. Just stuff that happens out in the open. It's where the Duke and his key advisors work. So always someone bartering for a favor. Fortunately, I'm at liberty to talk about this side of things. If you want an official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magran. Official records? Chamber of Public Hearings, council meetings. Yeah, tell me about the shrine of Magran. Symbol of Magran's protection in Defiance Bay. She was represented by the revolutionary spirit of Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the God Hammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. But that's also the first of the sacred fires burned, but Frigga, the tranquil ardent, had trouble keeping them lit. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dull, official census count, tax records, militia registers. Now, I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted for shelving half the records. Worst day of my life. What's this hearing going on? Sure is. Duke of Ear's been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. Whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the galley during my lunch break one day and get turned away. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's no good reason they're keeping meetings. So there is a good reason they're keeping us. Why is this so controversial? Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around the souls is risky. But the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. But it doesn't help matters. Animancy research often involves old Figan relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Galtheth. Twitching the middle fingers. She makes a quick twitchy motion with her index and middle fingers. Okay. Yeah, so what do you think about it? Me? The real danger is confusing a real scholar of an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spends every copper they had in miracle cure for their unborn child. Never works. Breaks your heart, and there's usually nothing more we can do for them. Alright. Yeah. Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avir Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. You find Duke of Avir rather coarse, frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Who are you again? What am I talking to you? I'm Paige of the Palace. I deliver messages or run errands. Duke and his buyers. Pay's not great, but I think of a better... Great, you're a freaking intern. I'm talking to an intern. Okay. Let's see if we can, You have to be pretty sneaky to do all that. Anyway, hello. Hello. What's going on here? The records keeper. Finally.
Hail, traveler.
Graying hair pours over the tome he's just withdrawn from the shelves. That's bad guys. Something I can do, pull for you. Look for malicious records, time of Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I've heard that we had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folks in Deerwood who bear ill will towards Redisarans. They should be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many come here, settle here as refugees. Perhaps if we were established at Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you be any different. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand you've heard such stories. Afraid there's stuff I can do. I don't know about Might 16, I take what I want. It's kind of one of those... It's one of those quick save moments.
Hail and well met.
In the Duke's Palace, I can assure you do not. Besides, my assistance to be set from scrolls for years. Whatever. Okay. Best not keep the guy pissed off about us. But, okay, let's check out a little bit more inside here. You can see that Defiance Bay is effing huge.
Indeed.
And to give you a hint, there's, just keep in mind, we haven't even seen the inside of the Crucible Knights. We haven't seen the inside of, maybe been to certain places. Most bright bagger and transform us with your flame. Okay, what's up?
Greetings.
Just as you approach, you cast your glimpsing stature. Praise be to Magrin and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? See what I'm said. What's wrong? It's the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on her shoulder. Just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. The fires. The sacred pyres around the city. All have seen the statues of the gods around the city holding up the empty braziers. I've kept them buried steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. So, what do you mean? It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit, but lately when I try to pray, I'll think about the Hollowborn all over the city. The grieving families of refugees. How can Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? He grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and tests? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. Whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for services. A Magrum is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magrum's womanly heat. Oh, and is shaking her faith. She nods. But I believe Magrum may be speaking to me again. Casts a glance direction. Lately I've been seeing visions, a place of wilderness, pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to come rise from heavens even while they splash the earth. And behind the falls is a cave filled with fire and heat and danger. And some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there. I've been needing to ask around the exhibition hall to see if there's any recognized description. To be honest though, I don't know what I'd do if I even found the place. Ha! Worthless. Like many of Magritt's flock, afraid of her god's test. Magritt speaks to her, it is a hastened end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Alright, so tell me more about that temple. It's the most revered goddess among Dirwinians, so it's no surprise temple is part of Ducal Palace. Her symbols symbolize trials, revolutions, and blazing new paths, all which are important to us. First, the sacred fires. When it's lit, so are the rest around the city. What's significant sacred fires? They symbolize Magrum's power and guidance, and right now, people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. Cross their arms. Our neighbors in Valiant Republic see us superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Interesting. Ooh, cinders of faith, you say. Traveled to the cave from her vision. Yeah. Okay. Multicolored pool and a rising waterfall. Interesting. Something tells me, I don't know, Durance has an interesting relationship with his god. Whatever religion, however you like to practice it, that's your business, and more power to you either way, whether you're a believer or not. But I will say, you might not want to call your god a whore. Just saying. Makes logical sense to me, It seems like you're kind of tempting fate there. Okay, well, you know what? Before we talk to any more interesting people in the city, just going to end the video here. We'll get set up for the next one. We got lots of things to do. Just, I love how when you get here, Defiance Bay, there is a lot. There's the gift, there's Heritage Hill, there's all these things and politics and blah, 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 blah. And we'll definitely be searching to complete the main quest so we can get to the next part. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of Pillars of Eternity. I was thinking Pillars of Earth for some reason. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Know there's more to come. And now that certain other games have been kind of pushed and completed, at least in their first state, know that I'm going to be attempting to put out more of these more rapidly in the future for you guys to look forward to. All right. Take care, everyone. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you next time. Hey, man. I didn't get a chance before to say that that looks pretty amazing. Also, the wall behind all of them looks amazing, too. Is that the Batman and Superman thing from Toys R Us you were saying I used to search for?